Hi cookie friends, my name is Celia Strickland and I am the owner of Sweets from the Soul. We are an online retailer of cookie decorating supplies. Today I want to share a little about cookie sticks, the new accent cookie tutorial. And if you are looking for a quick design to add as an accent cookie or to mass produce for markets or gifts, cookie sticks are the answer. We have a large selection of cookie stencils for every holiday and event to go along with our 4-cookie cutter to create cookie sticks quickly. So without further ado, let's dive into our tutorial, which I call Cookie Sticks, the new accent cookie. Let me show you how you can make these cookies quickly and be ready for any holiday or special event. For this tutorial, you will need a cookie stick cutter. Our cutter cuts 4 cookies at a time, so it makes the task go very fast. You will need some cookie sticks that have already been flooded and dried. You will need a scribe. I have a thingamajiggy and a Wilton scribe here. You will need a stencil genie or some magnets to hold the stencil in place. Of course, you'll need a collection of cookie stencils to use for every occasion. You will need an airbrush machine, or you can also do it as a royal icing scraping. I used the royal icing scraping method before I had an air gun, and I still use it today to add some texture to my cookies. Of course, if you're going to go the airbrush route, you'll also need some airbrush colors. I prefer Amara Mist colors made by Amara Color, and we'll be using several different colors today. If you're using an airbrush, you'll also need a container in which to rinse out your gun, as well as some water. On this set of cookies, we will be using our football cookie stick stencils. This is a 2-piece set of stencils that we will use to make 4 cookie sticks. These cookie sticks can be partnered together with our other stencils in our football collection. We will be airbrushing these cookies, so I will be using the Amara Mist Red, Super Red, and the Amara Mist Warm Brown. Let's place our stencils in our stencil genie. Let's start with the red for the heart, holding down our stencil close to our cookie. And that's it for that cookie. Now, I want to do brown on the football, so I don't want to clean out my gun yet. I want to simply take this cookie, set it over to the side, grab another cookie, and go ahead and do the hearts that are on the next stencil. These are fairly close together on the stencil, so I'm going to be using my my thingamajiggy in order to kind of block off some of that other area. You can also use magnets to kind of cover that up, or painter's tape, whichever you have handy. All right, while we have that there, we're going to go ahead and clean our gun and put the brown in. Now we're adding the Amara Mist Warm Brown. All right, covering up the other heart lines that we've already done. I'm starting around on this edge and coming around, going very closely into that red. I'm working at a close angle so to ensure that I don't get color where it's not intended to be. Just one more time around the edges, making sure that that's just a little bit darker just to add some shading. And that one is finished. Alright, as we move on to our next one, this one had the peace sign as well as the football. I'm just simply going to line that back up, cover my heart with some magnets just so that I don't have overspray on it. And we'll do the peace sign and the football. And there's another one quickly done. All right, we'll change out our stencils. And there's our set of cookie sticks ready for the football season. This can be taken to a game or used to just cheer on your favorite player or cheerleader before attending the game. And of course, cookie sticks would be wonderful for Halloween to bag for trick-or-treaters or to take to that school function. Here we have our single cookie stencil, but we can do 3 different designs on our cookie sticks. We have Boo, the spider with the spider web, and Trick or Treat. Let me show you how to use that one. We're going to be using our airbrush to do these today, but you can also do these with a royal icing scraping method. We're going to be using Amerimist electric colors, electric green, electric orange, and electric yellow. Let's start with the first one. It just simply says Boo. Isn't that great? I want to go ahead now, before I change out, I want to go ahead and do the word trick in the orange as well. Okay. The next color I want to use is the orange. Is the electric yellow. I'm going to do the or in electric yellow. Let me clean out my gun. I'm just going to squirt out the rest of the orange that's in there. And then our last color on this stencil, the last part of this stencil, the treat part, I'm going to do an electric green. And there you go, another one finished. Now for our last one, I did mention this color a little while ago. Of course, we're going to be doing it in black. That's the spider's web and the little spider hanging down from it. And there we have it. Aren't those cute? This is a sprinkle mix, and it has all sorts of colors. So I'm going to take some of the colors that we already have on our cookie. The electric green, the orange, and then I think I'm going to add in the purple just to add that extra little color boost. All right. And then all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of icing to the thick royal icing to my cookie stick. Just going to add a really good glob right over here to the side. And then take and dip it into those cookie pieces, into those sprinkle mix. Isn't that cute? And we have another cookie set. See how quickly those go? Can you imagine if you have several hundred of these to make? You could do all of one color on every single cookie and come back and do the next color. We only used 3 or 4 colors on this set, so it would be very easy to crank these out quickly. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter to keep up with all the news of sales, new cookie class kits, and other events going on. For more content and tutorials, please follow us on social media. On Facebook at Sweets from the Soul 912, on Instagram at Sweets from the Soul, and on our YouTube channel called Sweets from the Soul, where you will enjoy cute shorts as well as full tutorials and cookie classes on many of our products.